DELoL Show.
Funny stuff.
Sunday, 2 to 3. DELoL on air.
Guys, we're back with the DELoL Show. I want to say, of course, thanks to Dallas Brucing, guys. You were wonderful.
You guys. We love Adorable, you. Fun.
So,
thanks for the
knowledge. For only having one beard, they're all right guys, aren't they?
One beard?
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, look at him. Matt's
a beard and a half.
Yeah, it's a beard and a half.
I'm more partial to the full beard. And the hat's a nice compliment, so it works.
So he has a beard under the hat.
I know.
In all fairness, I've never seen Jordan without the hat, so I don't know what's underneath.
Hey, it's kind of like me, because you really don't see Taff without the hat.
He does have hair under the hat.
Oh, hey. All right, anyways, we have a different guest.
Yeah, we have Black Mariah on the show today.
Hi.
The show's own, as you've been on the show before. So what have you been up to?
I have been doing a lot. I started my own show with Angie B. Lovely, who's another Dallas legend in burlesque.
She's fantastic.
Queen of burlesque.
The queen of burlesque. Let's not scoff at that.
I'll admit, I have a pretty big crush on her. I have had for a little while.
You know what? I do too.
But so do most, to be honest, so do most guys.
She's pretty adorable.
She's pretty awesome, and she's incredibly talented. Like, not just a really great burlesque dancer, but
see, I wouldn't even know. I can't get past the looks.
An incredible aerialist and circus performer, a hula hooper, fire person. Like, there's not a whole lot she doesn't do. And in fact, like, you go to her house, and it's like Angie's House of Circus. Awesome. There's animals. There's things hanging out of the ceiling that you can climb on. There's beer or wine in the fridge. It's pretty awesome.
All right,
we're going there.
Yeah.
You get us in.
Yeah, all right. We'll make a day of it.
Get her on the show too sometime.
Yeah, should have brought her. What was I thinking?
We all can pair up. Yeah, we'll bring a both show. So Taff, of course, you know I've known you for a little while, but Taff's known you a lot longer, and y'all have worked together before, and y'all have a professional relationship. God, Taff looks like a midget sitting next to her on that little chair.
Vertically challenged.
So
go right here.
It's 3 boobs in a row.
Well, that puts her in striking distance for boob punches.
Right. So let's talk about the boob punches we were talking about during the break.
That's true. Occasionally I'll have like a girls' night to where it'll be like a themed. We had Star Wars.
Jay and I have girls' nights occasionally too, where we invite lots of girls over and do things to them.
Do they all wear Princess Leia outfits?
No.
And sleep in tauntaun sleeping bags?
And have a Star Wars themed food, because we had Tuscan Raider taters.
Yes.
She made this incredible TIE Fighter s'mores.
Yeah, TIE Fighter s'mores.
Awesome.
And then, but yeah, like we'd watched episodes 4, 5, and 6, and we had about there's like 8 or 9 girls that were over there, and it was a bunch of our friends who were really into Star Wars, so we watched all that, and I got really tore up, and I felt so bad. I felt really bad because I don't remember doing this, but she was like, "You punched me in my titty" the next day, and I was like, "What?" She's like, "Yeah, you were like punching bag."
It wasn't like a friend punch. It was like she reared back like a prized fighter, and then took a freaking swing at my
about
tit.
that, actually.
Yeah.
Weirdly
I couldn't
enough.
help it. I mean, her boobs
Everyone
were
in the
big.
room was like,
I'd had a lot to drink. We were all in our PJs.
Let's face it, they're bigger than my head.
They really are.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, they're kind of sensitive. If you punch them, they get upset.
Well, see,
I felt bad for
I'm
about a
picturing
week.
like there's the impact, but then the other boob, like one of those.
It's
Newtons.
slow-mo. It goes
Just
A Newton's cradle. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. So,
it kind of absorbed the impact,
Well,
but
no,
definitely.
I'm thinking
inside
about
was
30 minutes
traumatized.
later, when the other one finally came back the other direction, it hit Taff in the face.
No, by that
Totally
point,
got her.
I was on the bed with my hands up going, "I'm still partying."
We were like, I think she's out. No, I'm still good, guys. I'm still good.
Yeah, nice. I will tell you this about when Jay and I have girls' parties, though, and you asked if the girls are in costumes. Not usually, because it's pretty hard to dress them after they're roofied up, because they're pretty limp. So you got to think you're mangling a whole human body into different outfits.
The dead weight.
You're going to have to come over and show us then.
Yeah,
'cause
if they're
I'm
not
saying-
fighting you back, you should be able to put anything on them.
See, I'm not. Well, like I said, I'm
We're
an
lazy.
enthusiastic amateur, though.
well,
When it
there
comes,
you go.
but when it comes to rape, though, I'm an enthusiastic amateur. I'm not a professional.
And there go all our viewers and all the sponsors.
Except all the rapists at home. They're like, yes, I like
Send
this
them money.
show."
Told you it was socially acceptable.
So how do you?
Our Indian audience
How did
just
y'all
went through
first
the
get to
roof.
know each other, and how do y'all work together professionally?
I think we probably just met because back in the day, a long time ago, before I got burnt out on it, I was doing a lot of pinup modeling and just was lucky enough to meet some cool people, because believe it or not,
You're
there's
welcome.
not a lot of cool girls in the Dallas area.
Yeah.
And so it's very hard for
Very
me to actually
catfighty.
like meet anyone who's in the same stuff I am. And she's like, "I like Star Wars," and I was like, "Yay!"
Well, without being obnoxious or pretentious
And
or
actually-
fake about it.
And actually knowing what, and knowing her shit, and believe it or not, she actually
we know 2 or 3 that have that image, and they are not those type of people at home. I think specifically we can probably think of 1 or 2, but that purport to be
head,
the nerd.
Itty bitty body, and I'm gonna shut up.
Okay.
So, but she also does like an incredible Princess Leia burlesque routine and a Wonder Woman routine. So like before we actually became like friends, I was like, I kind of like her. She's cool.
Yeah.
And kind of creeped her for a little bit, and then we just started becoming friends and stuff. And
That's good because I was totally skeezing, creeping on you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna see her new costume. It's amazing.
I'll admit, I had a crush on you for maybe 6 months before I realized you had a face. So, I mean, I liked you immediately. I'm like, Jay, check look at this. Did you notice this part? That is awesome.
Not a butterface.
No. You have a very pretty face, too. I like that.
I think a lot of it has to do with, the positive part of being on the social network. Social network.
That was a hell of a noise.
And
that was not out of her mouth
either.
either.
Of the table in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
The second.
That other one is supposed to be silent. I'm sorry. But, just seeing everything that she posts and stuff like, that, she liked was a lot of stuff I liked. And so I guess we just kind of became friends. And then most recently, she started doing the Naked Girls reading, which is awesome.
This I love. Yeah.
Which is awesome. Yeah. Stick that in front of there. And she invited me to be the host of that, which I'm, a little nervous about because, I'm not really much
and nakedgirlsreading.com/Dallas, just for people that want to check that out while they're watching the show here.
Yeah.
If you need a co-host, I can help you out with that. I'll probably just stare at naked girls reading, though.
There's Tom Servo on the cover.
Because we've all come to the realization after doing this for a couple of years that when each of us are reading, whoever's reading, we're just staring at her tits while she's reading. And I was I would never admit that out loud. And then I admitted it to Angie B. Lovely. And she was like, oh, good, because I was definitely looking at your tits while you were reading. And I was like, I was hearing everything you were saying. I was just looking at your boobs.
Let's face it, I watch people's mouths talk all day. It's not often I get to stare at boobs while hearing awesome bits of literature.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much what this is, right?
You guys are going to have some stuff from like Philip K. Dick. You guys are going to have.
Yes.
Who's reading? Who's doing Philip K. Dick? Who's that?
Me.
Of course you are.
Yeah.
Of course I am. That's one of my favorite sci-fi authors.
Oh, yes,
so I was like, who's
absolutely.
doing that? Okay.
Yeah. So
Philip K. Dumpster Dick. I told you I'd get that in this episode.
You finally fit it in.
Shut up, Dumpster Dick. Sorry.
Hey, Reese. That's what her and her parents are watching.
I know. Hi, Reese. Our newest edition that's 9 years old.
No, she's the official kid of the show.
I met her
She's
a
awesome.
couple of weeks ago at Sci-Fi Con, and I saw she was on the show. I didn't get to watch the show, but
Don't
when I
watch
saw the
it.
pictures,
You'll feel like you haven't done enough with your
I feel
life.
dirty.
Yeah,
I feel
yeah.
dirty that I came on here and just said 4 and 5 letter words.
No,
and
you'll just feel like you'll be like
seat last week.
No, you'll just be like, I have done nothing with my life. This child has done so much
She
more than
is.
I
I didn't know she was involved in a charity.
Ridiculous.
And a band.
And then she had
does
this thing
everything
on her
else.
shoulder and it moved. It was a puppet. I was like, I feel like I'm failing at life. This kid is winning all the way.
Yeah, but this is an adult one today. We're good.
Yeah.
That's
We're
fine.
ball sack.
We're back to normal.
Yeah.
Balls, penises,
Testicles.
double fisting, double dildos
dumps,
in your
and
ear.
Anal
Jerk
penetration.
DVDA.
Cream pies.
So,
we're so mature here. When I say adult, I don't mean adult in maturity. I mean adult in immaturity.
Just adult language.
Sure,
Yeah.
sure.
So aside from the Geek Girls reading, you've also started kind of like your own, because you've been doing like burlesque with like random troops, but right now you've actually started something. What is it, like the Clever Girl Cabaret?
Clever Girl Cabaret is a recurring burlesque show, and I started this with Angie B. Lovely because we had a Tron routine and we had like a little Miss Muffet routine, which never got booked anywhere. We were like, we don't really have anywhere to do this, and these routines are badass. What are we doing with our lives? So, I was talking with her, and I had a friend over in Orlando, and she did this burlesque show, and I saw the flyer for it, and it was for a Lord of the Rings burlesque, and I looked at it, and I was like, how do you make that sexy? I don't understand. And then this picture surfaces of her with the eye of
Facial
fucking
hair.
Sauron on her head.
I was just thinking you
And I
dressed
was
as
like-
Legolas.
No, like I instantly thought of beards and elves.
See,
so.
I'm a dude, and I was attracted to that dude. So I'm like, if a girl was playing him, I'd totally bang that.
Yeah, well, this picture surfaces of her and just this banging body, and she's got this glowing eye of Sauron on her head. And I was like, I took the phone and the picture, and I looked at my husband, and I go, what am I doing with my life that I'm not right here? This girl is amazing. And it just inspired me, and I was like, we've got to do this. Dallas doesn't have anything going on where we can do Tron and Princess Leia routines more than once
Here's
a
an
year.
idea. I'm beginning to believe that we need to start having a crossover of groups. We need to have the craft beer groups and the burlesque groups.
Yes.
Need to start co-working at shows. Craft
They are
beers
actually intermingling a lot more than you know.
No,
a lot
they
with
kind of
Ginger
are.
Valentine's husband is yes.
Well, here's
Oh,
what I'm
that's
thinking.
so great.
The next time we do some kind of burlesque show, why not bring in some craft beer guys?
Yes.
Next time we do a craft beer show, why not send over a few of the burlesque girls?
I am down with that.
See?
Yes,
That would
absolutely.
be. That is meant sex and alcohol. There is no reason those two
Wait a
should not.
minute.
That's the only reason why a lot of people
Have those
get
ever
laid.
been mixed together?
No,
do
that's
we
what I'm saying.
know
This
how
is
those
original.
Will be combined?
If we can just put a sports car in there, if we can get like a car dealership with sports cars, we're gold. So.
I don't know. Yeah, I think there's something to this.
But do you
sex
think
and
we could do
alcohol.
that maybe next time we do a
Absolutely.
craft beer thing, get one or two of the girls to come out?
Yes.
And I think
Yes.
that would be great. Like you and Angie would.
I would. Yeah, Angie's really. Yeah, she'll be mad if I don't bring her.
Okay,
She'll be
great.
mad.
You guys can come up with your own little like beer routine. You guys can dress like little mugs and go in there
Or
like,
no, the
let's
beer-
go out
or-
to this
or-
beer shop.
To the German beer girls, I would love to see
Oh,
a
yeah.
burlesque routine.
Yes.
Pouring beer all down you and stuff like
Yes,
that.
this has to happen.
Okay.
It's gotta happen. I mean,
No.
you know,
Beer and babes,
Dita
beer
Mar-
and broads.
Dita
I'm
Von
thinking of
Teese has her martini
yeah.
glass. I'm gonna shut it down with a beer mug.
Yeah.
You
Yes.
totally
Shut
it
should.
down.
Bo-
You
boobs
totally
and
should.
beers, boobs and brews, something like that. I'm trying to think of a good show we can.
Broobs.
Broobs. Taffety, you won that round, dumpster dick. So, well, anything special coming up in addition to that?
Yes. So Alcon weekend, which you've talked about.
Yeah,
We've,
absolutely.
This
Funnest weekend of the year for me.
me too. And you
have
know
a
that's where
hotel
I got
room.
my start in Dallas.
Yeah.
That was the very first burlesque show that I did, and that whole weekend I was just overwhelmed by oh my god, these are my people. These are my people. So every year I've come back. This will be the first year we've done Naked Girls reading at Alcon, which
Wait,
I
aren't there
like-
kids at this thing?
Yes,
assume
but
it's a
this is
closed
a
room?
21. Yeah, it's a closed room.
Okay.
It's a 21 and over event. It's going to be amazing. And then we've got the burlesque show on Saturday night,
Right,
which
that's
is
always exciting.
Where we're going to bring the Leia and the Awesome, and we've actually got a guy coming from Chicago, Bazooka Joe, who does.
Bazooka.
Yeah,
I like
he
that
does
guy's
a,
gum.
Bazuma.
He's awesome. He does a speed racer routine. So I mean, he's got.
Go home.
Oh, I know
You're
the guy you're
drunk.
talking about.
Yeah,
he's really good actually.
Yeah, they're all really. And
Next year
Thundercats
we're
and
bringing you
everything.
guys to Alcon. It's a convention for everything.
It really is.
So why can't we have craft beer in there as well?
Why not? I feel like we should.
Yeah.
And then the following week is the debut of Clever Girl Cabaret on Saturday night, March 16th. March 16th at the Quixotic Theater.
Nice.
She's got the giggles.
I'm sorry, I'm just picturing a big dick bazooka right now.
Oh my god. All right, well, what's the best way people in touch? Because we're going to about wrap it up. We're going a little over time today. I know we had a late start, but what's the best way for people to get in touch with you and your boobs?
With me personally and my boobs?
Well, and I meant by your boobs, your other coworkers. I like
with
how
me
she-
and
I like
my
how she's
boobs,
doing this with the camera.
you
Yeah.
can go to blackmariahdallas.com, or if you want to talk to me about Naked Girls reading or Clever Girl Cabaret, you can go to clevergirlcabaret.com and shoot us an email. You can click on the Kneel Before Zod tab and submit your own act.
That's awesome, yeah.
You can shoot us an email, fan mail, worship us, whatever you want to do.
All right, so guys, y'all up for going for the Naked Girls reading? Y'all want to go out with us?
Yeah.
It's so funny. We've been talking about that for weeks.
Okay,
Should.
we'll go out.
This is going to be a really good show.
I tell you what, could we do a pre-taped interview out of that with a couple of the girls,
Yes.
and we'll run it on the next show or after
Absolutely,
that or something?
absolutely.
Okay, great. Can we get free tickets so that we don't have to pay to get in?
You know
Okay.
that.
We're
You know that's a
press.
fact.
I'm gonna get us all hats
We're
that
already
say
there, though.
press.
Yeah, with the little card in them.
Yeah, I'm gonna with the card
The hat
in it.
band?
So
Nice.
Scoops Callahan, one of my favorites, Jimmy Olsen. So, all right. Well, I'm really excited about this. So we're all gonna be there for that.